You have seen earlier, the activities that we have set up for today would, of course, include the discussion of the benefits and privileges of a faculty, whether you are full-time and part-time faculty, which will be provided to us from the Office of the Human Resource Office as a video, but Ms. Sol will be on standby after the video will be presented. If there are questions relating to compensation, benefits, and privileges as a faculty in Xavier Ateneo. Okay, without further ado, I would like to introduce our speaker, our special guest for tonight's onboarding session. Our primary keynote or our primary speaker for tonight is our current Human Resource Director at Xavier University Ateneo de Cagayan, Ms. Sol or Maria Soledad de la Fuente Amir, has been serving Xavier for a good number of years already, and has been in terms of her experiences as an HR and as HR practitioner. She has been spending more than 4 decades of as an HR practitioner. She was an HR manager, a personal manager for Colgate Palmolive Philippines, and also at the Philippine Apparel Incorporated in the year 2000. Was also the assistant vice president of Great Pacific Life Assurance Corporation, and also the president of Eden Consultancy. She has spent as an HR advisor in the US, in the North American Communications Incorporated, and also as an HRM for Eugenio Incorporated. She has also served for 1 decade in Cagayan de Oro as a consultant, as an HR consultant for Toyota, and of course here in Limkit Kai, and then of course have settled here in Xavier University as our HR director. Ms. Sol has also been active in a lot of HR related chapters and associations. She served as in 2018, she served as the president for PMAP, and was also awarded as an outstanding chapter for 2018 during her presidency. Ms. Sol is a fellow for Life Management Institute in the US, in Atlanta, Georgia specifically, and also a fellow in people management here in the Philippines for the Philippine Society of Fellows. Her certification includes, of course, Ms. Sol has been certified as a senior professional human resource in Virginia, and also a certified total reward specialist in the ASEAN region. Ms. Sol graduated in AB Economics, and also graduated with Human Resource Management in San Diego State University in California. Without further ado, we would like to welcome Ms. Sol, but the content of our session for today is a pre-recorded session, pre-recorded video. But again, like I said earlier, Ms. Sol will be on standby if we do have questions related to benefits and privileges for a faculty in higher education. So we'll present the video right now.
Thank you for the pleasant introduction. It is my pleasure to present to you the benefits of being with Xavier University. Let me share my slides. We have many benefits, hence these 42 slides. I hope to finish in 40 minutes or less, and then we can discuss your questions. The title of this presentation is Higher Ed Faculty Compensation and Benefits. Compensation is your salary withdrawable via ATM. This is taxed. The benefits is represented on the right by the gold coins because these are untaxed. We will see in the end which carries more weight. The distinction is important for you because you need to know this, especially when comparing which employer or school is best for you. Actually, many people make decisions on where to be connected with solely on compensation, believing that employee satisfaction is benchmarked on salary alone. Compensation has two components: financial, which consists of cash, and benefits. In Xavier, except for this pandemic year, we have a steady increase of salaries annually. Then we have our annual merit increase, which is supported or based on the individual performance rate. The variable pay is based on the license required by the job. For instance, chemistry PRC license, which qualifies the holder not just for an additional amount, but also for hazard pay, especially when teaching in the lab and handling chemicals. This is variable because as soon as the license expires, the additional pay is stopped by payroll. Hence, the importance of keeping your license active. Stipend, on the other hand, is for administrators or for faculty members who take on additional administrative work. This is a monthly stipend. For those who handle training or who teach with who teach that's aside from the regular job description, there is an honorarium. Now, promotions get a permanent adjustment on the salary. In addition to this, if you have, let's say, an additional educational attainment that is related or aligned to your specialty, you will get a permanent adjustment on your basic pay. For special assignments, there is compensation for special assignments, and this includes the special projects. And the study leaves are also with pay, no, depending on the justification and the available funds. On the flip side, we have our untaxed benefits. The educational benefit is called grant in aid for tax purposes. Leaves and holidays, which average 91 days a year, no, which is like a little above the industry. We have also health and wellness, welfare benefits, paid training, and regular perks and facilities. As I alluded earlier, when comparing compensation, you need to look at the employment package as a whole. We will start with discussing benefits with the statutory benefits. Now, statutory benefits are those that are required by law. Xavier contributes on your behalf to SSS and ECC for work-related benefits. But let's look at my outline first. We have statutory, we have leaves, we have the education benefits, health and wellness, welfare benefits, optional, and perks. So we will discuss first the statute.
We do have an updated and Miss Sol has agreed to discuss some of the updated contents for today's session. Miss Sol, wait.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So moving on.
statutory
There
benefit.
we go. We finished this,
As I
right?
said here,
So we were taking up welfare, optional, and perks.
and
So for the statutory, you have all this. We pay for this for you, and in addition, we have for Xavier University, we have 9 types of leaves. We have like vacation leave privileges, plus your third summer leave, that's TSL. We have the sick leave, emergency leave, bereavement leave, official leave. Xavier is known for a lot of leaves. Christmas plus 2 days retreat, and then we have the R&R. We have the study leave with pay, paid holidays and holidays. We have the paternity, maternity, solo parent, special leave for women, and VAUC. For the vacation leave privileges, we have the semestral break, the Christmas break, and the summer break. In addition, do you know that you have your third summer leave? This is this type of leave has been updated. If you have been a regular or permanent employee for 3 school years,
Saan to kung alaga dito?
you will be able to enjoy 45 days of vacation leave credit or 1 summer. It has to be planned because it should not disrupt the summer class sessions. But if you are asked to help out, you will get paid overload rate. So for sick leave, you have 15 days, and 5 days, if unused, will be commuted at the end of the year. No. You will also be entitled to salary increases and other benefits during your paid leave if your sick leave is paid. For emergency leave, as you can see in the pictures, in case of fire, flood, strike, transportation strike, or you're called by the court, or there is death in the family, or a hospitalization or an accident, you get an emergency leave of 6 days. You also have a bereavement leave in addition. And then there is an official leave for training. And what we did was we averaged the number of days, and it came out to 7 days. You have a study leave with pay up to 3 years or more, depending on the type of leave, the type of the study that you're gonna undertake. We observe all the national holidays and XU holidays. So aside from the regular holidays, in the labor code, they only provide 12. We cover all these. Plus, we have our President's Day, City Charter Day, we have the St. Francis Day, we have Savior Days, we have all these days, holidays. Okay, so for the other leaves, we have solo parents leave, we have maternity leave, paternity leave, VAUC leave, and then we have a special leave for women for in case you have surgery for gynecological disorders. For the benefits, this is the crowning glory of Xavier University. We provide a grant in aid. Grant in aid stands for, grant in aid is called GIA for short. We call it grant in aid so that it would not be taxed, because the tax then would be 32%. So for regular employees, we have 100% tuition plus matriculation 50%. For those on probation, 50% tuition and matriculation. Then you have your dependent children who should not be on academic probation. You have the same benefit for the eldest, and for the next 2 children, 100% tuition and 50% matriculation allowed. The spouse is also covered. For those who are single, because we found out that more than 50% of our faculty are single, we provide scholarships for those who are unmarried with 3 years of service without the own children. So it may, and the child must be younger than 21 years old, for a sibling or the child of a sibling. For wellness and health, we have the medical prescriptions provided by the clinic for free. We have dental services for free. We have optical and medicine reimbursement up to 3,000 a year. Our hospitalization is up to 80,000 if you are not covered by the HMO. This is the default hospitalization for those without HMO, and it's called XU Care. We also have our wellness program. Okay, so under medical, of course, we have free medicines, we have the nursing services, we have beds, and then we have three types of services in our dental clinic, which is state of the art. We have prophylaxis, extraction, and permanent filling. For HMO, for those who are qualified, they can contribute about 30%, and the rest is covered by Xavier University. The membership, the benefit limit is up to 60,000 per illness. Your counterpart would be 186 per payday for 10 months. The rest is covered by Xavier, and you may add your dependents. For the wellness, as you can see, we have our Zumba, we have the weights, we have our games, which are yet to start because we are just emerging from our pandemic. For welfare, we have accident insurance and life insurance. That's the latest. We provide retirement. Xavier contributes a minimum of 7,800 per employee per year, or 3.25% of your pay. We have death aid benefits, service recognition, and uniforms. Except that for faculty, they choose to receive the cash equivalent of uniforms. So this is our accident insurance benefit. Then for our retirement, we are covered. Our money, our funds are with PERAA, that's the Private Education Retirement Annuity Association. We provide both optional and mandatory. And for those who are new, let's say you resign after 10 years, you already have a vested interest in your retirement pay. So when you resign, if you resign in good grades, this portion will be given to you even if you do not retire. Okay, so for other assistance, we do have calamity assistance for fire and flood and for death. And we also have a form of, passing the hat. It's called EMA, where if you enroll, every time one of our co-workers pass or their families, we contribute a little, but the person who suffered a death will get the entire pot through payroll. So we have optional benefits. So as I mentioned earlier, the HMO, we have a laptop subsidy that needs to be revived because we really had a lot of subsidy during the pandemic. You can supplement your retirement by adding another 3.25%. So when you retire, your total retirement fund will be doubled. So we talked about the emergency aid, we have cooperative memberships, and we have group insurance. When we say group insurance, you may enroll your family or a family member for 65 pesos a year or 45 pesos a year per member, and they are covered for 100,000. So these are our co-ops. We have for the canteen, we have the Xavier University, the cooperative. You get dividends and patronage refunds when you buy. And then we also have our loans, the SUCO, up to 1 million. Lastly, you have a privilege. You can join HRIS. You are actually enrolled in HRIS, and you can file your leaves there. Your leaves, you can refer to all the policies and benefits on HRIS. That's the Human Resource Information System. So that ends my presentation. I'd like to stop sharing and take your questions.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Sol, for a very quick rundown on the benefits and privileges of a full-time faculty at Xavier University. Of